Okay, I'm back from one of my favorite towns after seeing some friends. Now, I want to talk a little bit about JF. This guy did a body language thing about, and you may, at the moment, you may think, well, there's not enough about his body language. There's only so much you can actually extract from a very disingenuous person because the body language is restricted. But the point is, it's restricted deliberately. But I think it's very important with the bits I have pointed out, um, just in case anyone thought it was a bit weak. It's very difficult to get, but the what I have got, I think holds water because I didn't know. I was talking about this stinks of human trafficking. Well, I didn't know what I'm about to tell you. This individual is comes and going with Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein, yeah, human trafficking. Yeah, I didn't know that. That wasn't colouring my worldview. I don't know who this guy was until I started looking into him a bit more. So, I mean, if you're going to say things like "send me these girls" or and all these clues to that build a picture that for me it was building the picture of a possibility of human trafficking. Then I learned this as well after the fact. I'm thinking, hmm, maybe I'm onto something. Um, yeah, so I'm looking at a page. It's got some write-ups about JF and finding page. Um, Hold on, just searching for a few words. Uh, in 2014, JF received 25,000 from Jeffrey Epstein to start the non-profit organization Neuro TV, which was dedicated to education on science and philosophy via YouTube. Asked whether he felt any regrets for having taken money from a sex offender, he said, I'd cash a check sent straight from the devil if it could allow me to advance science and science education. I did know about the earlier conviction of Epstein when I accepted the money. I did know, as it says here. Um, I didn't know of the most recent allegations, though. It's kind of cryptic. How much did you know and didn't know? Like, because it's like I did know the conviction. Uh, yeah, didn't know about the earlier, the most recent allegations, which are worse than I thought. In any case, I did not regret taking the money. Evil people are not just evil. Evil people are not just evil. Like, better the devil you know, I guess. Yeah. It was good for you, therefore he's not really that bad, I guess, is it? Wow. Just wow. Um, and this is not, obviously, this is not a body language take on him, but it's building a profile on what he's said, and we'll do more body language perhaps further down the line. This is obviously a very disingenuous individual. Now, if I say something and keep looking down after saying it, it's disingenuous. It's not genuine. When people are being interviewed and you keep looking down after saying that, they don't want to engage you, but he's trying to save his skin by saying all these things, but the body language is contradicting his attempts to look innocent by looking down after saying something that's disingenuous, that's not genuine. He doesn't want to engage the interviewer that much, and I really don't think he did engage Andrew that well. Um, he would answer questions, this and that, but uh, I don't feel like there was enough cohesion of engagement there. Um, yeah. Uh, JF, born 1984, a French-Canadian white nationalist. Go figure. Former neuroscience researcher. I'm rubbing my eye not because it's something I don't want to see. I generally have an itch. But again, look at people's baselines and this and that, what they're saying that is in line with the action and so on. But yeah, I pointed out JF's eye rub and is on cue with um, a mental image of his Mama JF, as she's referred to. Political commentator, hosted a YouTube channel, The Public Space, before launching his channel JFG. It is where he calls for creation of white ethno-state. Should have known he's a fucking weirdo, you know. But this promotes anti-Semitic messages and advocates for the genetic superiority of white people. Let me rephrase that. He's a white supremacist. He's a fucking Nazi. Because that's what white supremacism basically is. JF has been described as the standard bearer of the alt-right. It's not what I would call him. So let me say that again. Advocates for the genetic superiority of white people. That's just another way to say white supremacist. Crazy. What you gonna? How do you label people who have a pigment condition that is all patchy? It gives you dark patches of skin and light patches of skin, regardless of the rest of your genetics, anyway. Yeah. Wow. Lighter skin evolved to allow more penetration of ultraviolet rays at a particular frequency to allow a chain reaction with fat just underneath your layers of skin, fatty layer, and the whole process begins to action take on then with actions and reactions within your body to create vitamin D. 80% of Indonesians who died from the nasty side of COVID, because it's no longer that bad, it's just a nasty cold, when it was lethal for millions of people, 80% of the Indonesians who died from it, guess what? They were deficient in vitamin D, because the skin was too dark to allow the percentage of penetration of UV light to give the right percentage of chain reaction, give the right vitamin D. It's findings like that caused a lot more research on vitamin D, its antiviral properties, by helping the body fight infection, how it's good for balancing out your hormones, how it's good for balancing out your calcium getting into your bones rather than, because that's been written about as well, and some of it is relatively more recent because it was focused on a lot more and looked at much closer at the percentages of how it does different things. It was focused on more because of COVID. Vitamin D will aid the presence of assimilation of calcium go into your bones rather than calcified deposits on the joints of your bones, causing arthritis. This is why you're going to get now legitimately, there's medical papers now released in the UK about this that is in line with saying take a vitamin D supplement to aid any alleviation of possible arthritic flare-ups. My own mother has had arthritic flare-ups before, so I recommended a high dose of vitamin D, and for a long time she didn't have a flare-up. Then she started running out of vitamin D supplement, and guess what happened? She started moaning about her joints hurting. And guess what happened when I asked, I asked her, I asked her, you're getting this problem, right? You still taking vitamin D? Oh, I ran out. Is that why? Well, let's try it. I'll go buy another packet for you. We'd take that. Guess what happened after taking it? Started feeling a bit better. And, re-assimilating this. Of course, correlation's not always causation here and there, but it seemed to be an on-point correlation and that fitted my own sort of educated guesses of what was going on. And she doesn't have arthritic flare-ups like she used to. Interesting. So yeah, this is a Epstein buddy. I wouldn't go near that. Well, I'll make videos about it, but wouldn't want to be in the same room with this. It feel dirty and disgusting. Personal life. JF was raised in Saint Sophie, Quebec, and has been married 3 times. And his third wife separated in July 2015. In December 2015, his former wife gave birth to his first son, whose custody was ultimately granted to the mother. During the custody case, he started a relationship with a 19-year-old mezzo autistic woman from Texas, according to court documents reviewed by the Daily Beast. The woman has been described as developmentally disabled. I don't think I need to guess about human trafficking anymore, or this guy is dangerous, disgusting, and 3-4 months down the line, we're going to hear that he's convicted of something really nasty. Educated guess, of course, police need the evidence. They can't just say, "Oh, you're guilty of this and that." They need the evidence to. Head goes on with Sargon Akid as well, associated with, by the looks of it, and Sargon Akid is a pile of shit as well, definitely. So, Sargon's a dirty stain on the British culture, if you ask me. If you don't know who Sargon is, it's best you don't know, actually. But I might make a video about that individual, perhaps, maybe, I don't know. He's requested JF requested additional funding from Epstein to finance his book. This book was a revolutionary phenotype. If you don't know what a phenotype is, it's the, like, my hair being the color it is, my eyes being the color they are. That's an expression of my genetics. Thus, the expression is the phenotype. If certain genes were turned on or off to change these colors, that would be the phenotype expression of that as well. I have family genetics of a blonde hair, blue eyes, but on on my father's side, my father had blue eyes, but I don't. But he doesn't have blonde hair. But there's family members on his side, so it's possible if you get advances in gene therapy. If I wanted the blonde hair, I could probably have the treatment to do that and get those genes turned on. Would I want to? No, no. I'm happy how I am, but it's just to emphasize what a phenotype is. Uh, Epstein did not respond. The book, which you requested the funding, Epstein didn't respond. The book, which was self-published in 2018, argues that artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, and advances might lead to the destruction of humanity. Yeah, right, okay. It might be an advancement for humanity as well. It's just a big what if. He made his first public appearance on episode 76 of the podcast Drunken Peasants in 2015. In 2017, he joined the YouTube channel Warski Live as a co-host. At Warski Live, he introduced topics like scientific racism by discussing ethnic differences with guests like Richard B. Spencer, Melania Rose, Andrew Anglin, and Sargon Akkad. Yeah, Sargon's a fucking weirdo. And probably a sociopath. Educated guess. And doing this is just a fly hanging around. Yeah, that's all I got to say for now. Tomorrow I might follow up more information, more analysis then of JF. This guy's bad news. People like this are dangerous. And he's not doing anything to frame himself in an amicable picture here at all by, send me these girls and things will get weird. Don't make you look amicable and trustworthy when you say things like that. And looking down all the time is very disingenuous. It's a lack of engagement with your interviewer. Leaning forward and your shoulders like this, you're shutting down your body language. What you're scared that you might be revealing something that contradicts what you're saying. Probably. Yeah. Don't go trusting this individual. But this is a problem. These cult leaders get slip under the radar of weak minds and drag these weak minds in and victimize them. That's what Andrew Tate did to people. But yeah, it's enjoyable though that Andrew Tate is in prison now. And again, I'll say it again, there's your so-called role model in prison. Good luck being like your role model in prison, begging for views over the internet. I don't think you're changing the world or changing anything beneficial for yourself if that's your role model and you want to copy that. That's all I've got to say for now. Cheers. Bye.